Now, there are a ton of things for you to be afraid of out there these days, but money should not be one of them. So in this video, we're going to talk about the top 5 financial fears and how you can eliminate those fears once and for all. What's up, everybody? Rob Wilson here. Welcome to Rob Wilson TV, where it's okay to talk about money because money's just a tool and you deserve it just as much as they do. But real quick, if you like this type of content, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that bell notification so that you never miss another video. Now, from what I hear, you guys are afraid of some pretty crazy things. Apparently, some of you are afraid of snowmen.
There's no one in there.
Why would someone be just standing in the middle?
Someone's not in it. Look it.
In the middle of a Monday.
Look it. I'm shaking it.
And apparently, some of you are afraid of squirrels. And some of you are just plain old afraid of money.
I'll be honest, another problem of mine, I got too many financial fears. I get scared fast. I'll tell you my biggest fear when it comes to finances. My biggest fear is my credit card getting declined in front of people. I remember one time I got scared because I thought my card wasn't gonna go through, so I cut the waitress off before she even said anything. Mr. Hart, come here, let me talk to you. No, come on this side, let me tell you something. Listen, the way my bank account is set up, the thing is, I got a checking and a savings, but all the money is in my savings, so I don't think it's gonna go through. Just give me a second.
Now, if this sounds like you, then clearly we need to get to work. So let's start tackling the top 5 financial fears, starting with the fear of losing your job. Now, this is actually a pretty common fear. No one wants to hear those fateful words.
Nick, you've been chopped. Judges?
But chances are, if this is one of your fears, then you're too dependent on your job as your main source of income, and you probably don't have a plan B. So the first thing you need to do if this is something that's keeping you up at night is always be on the lookout for new and better opportunities. Or in the words of Alec Baldwin and Glengarry Glen Ross,
A, B, C. A, always B, B, C, closing. Always be closing. Always be closing.
That's right, you always need to be thinking ahead. Look, nobody stays at a job for 30 years anymore for the pension. Pension? What's a pension? And your boss is always out there looking for someone smarter and or cheaper than you. So if they're out there looking, then you should be looking too. You should also be looking to build multiple streams of income, which might mean taking on a second job, freelancing, or starting a business on the side. And lastly, you always want to be working toward increasing your value. Stay on top of technology, try to add at least one new skill per year, and either you're going to make yourself indispensable at your current job, or you're going to be the hottest free agent on the market. Which brings us to fear number 2, which is the fear of running out of money. That's right, we all want to go retire on the beach and sip Mai Tais after we're done working, but what happens if you haven't saved enough to do so? Well, if this is one of your fears, the first thing that you need to do is start saving today and start saving often. A college graduate with 45 years to save who can earn an average 10% return in the market every year only has to save about $95 a month in order to retire with $1 million. Not too bad, right? But even if you're starting a little late, there's hope for you as well. A working professional with 15 years to save for retirement, even starting from absolute zero, who can earn that same 10% in the market every year, only has to save about $2,400 a month in order to retire with $1 million. Not the easiest thing to do in the world, but certainly not impossible either. Fear number 3 is what might happen to your family if something happens to you. Look guys, let's face it, accidents happen.
Vineyard tours, seminars, arts and crafts. It's a lot of fun, a whole day. Stop. Oh, 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 I can't, ow, 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 oh, stop, oh, oh, I can't breathe, stop,
No. Oh,
boy,
dear.
I think she's actually hurt.
No,
there.
I think she is.
Yeah, she's
Ouch.
hurt. She took a hard fall off there.
So look, we all have to come to grips with the fact that we're not Superman or Superwoman, and we're not going to be here forever. So the best way to get over this fear is to make sure that you're adequately insured. Make sure that you have enough insurance to cover the loans on your house or your car, and make sure you leave a little left over to cover 5 to 10 times your current salary. And also make sure that you have your documents in order, your will, your trust, your power of attorney. There's nothing worse than seeing a family fight over an estate because the instructions weren't left properly. Fear number 4 is what if something happens to your parents? Now look, I know it might be easy to forget, but your parents had to put up with a lot when they had you.
What's wrong?
Breathe through your mouth.
Sydney, stop!
So the time may come when you have to return the favor and take care of them in their old age.
He said, take care of your mother. Well, good luck with that.
You have to have a conversation with your parents about whether they have enough life and health insurance to cover their obligations. And you also want to bring up the topic of getting a long-term care policy. If there's a history of illness in your family and they might have to go to a nursing home in their old age, having a long-term care policy can save you a ton of money. And last but not least is the fear of failure. Look, the fear of failure certainly could be something that's holding you back in your career or your business and could be keeping you from making the type of money you want to make and living the type of life that you want to live. But you just have to accept the fact that you're going to make some mistakes in life. You're going to invest in something that goes down in value. You're going to miss out on new business from time to time. And quite frankly, you might just find yourself going in the wrong direction.
Ball knuckled, bounding down. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
He's running the
You're
wrong
going the
way.
wrong way. Holy moly. How often do you see that?
How often do you see that?
But the successful people you admire aren't successful because they've never failed. They're at the top because they learned from their mistakes and they did better the next time.
I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
So if you just accept your mistakes as an opportunity to learn, you educate yourself so that you're fully prepared next time an opportunity comes your way, and most importantly, if you just take the first step towards getting over your fear of failure, what you'll often find is that it's not that bad on the other side. So guys, there you have it. That's how you get over the 5 most common financial fears. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs to see it, because you might just help them change their financial life forever. But guys, that's it for this video. You go get back to work and I'll see you in the next one.